Hello everyone and welcome. Get ready for a series of multiple choice questions covering various AWS concepts and challenges. All right, let's get started. What is Amazon Web Services, AWS? A retail website only. B, a cloud computing platform offering various IT services. C, a social media network. D, a search engine. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, a cloud computing platform offering various IT services. AWS is Amazon's division providing on-demand cloud computing services. Options A, C, and D describe other types of Amazon services or are incorrect descriptions of AWS. What is the primary concept behind cloud computing? A, owning and maintaining your own physical data centers. B, renting it resources over the internet on a pay-as-you-go basis. C, only using free software applications online. D, storing all your data on a single local server. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, renting it resources over the internet on a pay-as-you-go basis. This is the fundamental definition of cloud computing. You access computing power, storage, databases, etc. from a provider's infrastructure over the internet and pay only for what you use. Option A describes the traditional on-premises IT model. Option C is incorrect because cloud computing isn't limited to free services. Option D describes local storage, not the cloud. Which of the following is a major benefit of using cloud computing? A, increased capital expenditure, CapEx. B, reduced agility and speed. C, ability to scale resources up or down quickly based on demand. D, needing to manage all the underlying hardware infrastructure yourself. Take a moment to think. The answer is C, ability to scale resources up or down quickly based on demand. Cloud computing offers elasticity and scalability, allowing you to easily adjust your IT resources to match fluctuations in demand. Option A is incorrect because cloud computing typically shifts from capital expenditure to operational expenditure. Option B is wrong. Cloud computing generally increases agility and speed. Option D is incorrect. The cloud provider manages the underlying hardware. What does IaaS stand for in cloud computing? A, integrated application service. B, infrastructure as a service. C, information and application security. D, internet as a service. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, infrastructure as a service. IaaS provides the fundamental building blocks of IT infrastructure, like virtual servers, storage, and networks over the internet. Options A, C, and D are not standard cloud service model acronyms. Which cloud service model provides a platform for developers to build and deploy applications without managing the underlying infrastructure? A, B, C, or D? Take a moment to think. The answer is B. Platform as a service abstracts away the operating system and infrastructure management, providing a ready-to-use platform for application development and deployment. Option A requires managing the OS. Option C provides a complete managed application. Option D is a specific offering, not one of the main service models. What does SaaS stand for in cloud computing? Secure Authentication Service. System Administration Software. Software as a Service. Scalable Application System. Take a moment to think. The answer is C, Software as a Service. SaaS delivers software applications over the internet on a subscription basis, managed entirely by the provider. Options A, B, and D are not standard cloud service model acronyms. What is a public cloud? A cloud infrastructure exclusively for a single organization. B, a cloud infrastructure shared among multiple organizations. C, a mix of private and public cloud infrastructure. D, a cloud managed entirely on premises. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, a cloud infrastructure shared among multiple organizations. In a public cloud, resources are owned and operated by a third-party provider and shared among many customers. Option A describes a private cloud. Option C describes a hybrid cloud. Option D describes an on-premises or private cloud. What is a hybrid cloud? A cloud infrastructure exclusively for a single organization. B, a cloud infrastructure shared among multiple organizations. C, a combination of private and public cloud infrastructure. D, a cloud managed entirely on premises. Take a moment to think. The answer is C, a combination of private and public cloud infrastructure. A hybrid cloud integrates both private and public cloud environments. Option A describes a private cloud. Option B describes a public cloud. Option D describes an on-premises or private cloud. What is an AWS region? A single data center location. B, a geographical area with multiple isolated locations, availability zones. C, a specific AWS service like S3 or EC2. E, a global network point of presence for content delivery. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, a geographical area with multiple isolated locations, availability zones. An AWS region contains multiple availability zones. Option A describes an AZ or a single data center which makes up part of an AZ. Option C is incorrect. Services run in regions. Option D describes an edge location. What is an AWS availability zone, AZ? A specific country where AWS operates. B, a billing construct for AWS services. C, a distinct isolated location within an AWS region. D, the global network backbone of AWS. Take a moment to think. The answer is C, a distinct isolated location within an AWS region. An AZ is one or more data centers within a region designed for isolation. Option A is incorrect. A region might cover parts of a country or multiple. Option B is incorrect. Billing is based on usage. Option D describes the network connecting regions and edge locations. Why are AWS regions and availability zones important for application design? A, they determine the pricing of all AWS services. B, they provide isolation and redundancy for high availability and disaster recovery. C, they only affect where data is stored, not where applications run. D, they limit the types of services you can use. Take a moment to think. The answer is B. They provide isolation and redundancy for high availability and disaster recovery. Deploying applications across multiple AZs within a region protects against data center failures, and using multiple regions protects against regional disasters, ensuring applications remain available. Option A is incorrect. Pricing varies slightly by region, but that's not their main purpose. Option C is incorrect. They absolutely affect where applications run. Option D is incorrect. Most core services are available in most regions. What is the AWS Management Console? A command line interface for managing AWS resources. B, a web-based interface for managing AWS services. C, a mobile application for monitoring AWS usage. D, a physical device you install in your data center. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, a web-based interface for managing AWS services. The AWS Management Console is the primary graphical interface accessed via a web browser for interacting with AWS services. Option A describes the AWS CLI. Option C is incorrect. While apps exist, the console is the full web interface. Option D is incorrect. AWS is managed remotely in the cloud. What is the pay-as-you-go pricing model in AWS? A, you pay a fixed monthly fee regardless of usage. B, you pay upfront for a set amount of resources, then pay nothing extra. C, you pay only for the compute, storage, and other resources you actually consume. D, you earn money based on the traffic your applications receive. Take a moment to think. The answer is C, you pay only for the compute, storage, and other resources you actually consume. This means you are billed based on your actual usage, e.g., per hour, per GB, per request. Options A and B describe traditional hosting or licensing models. Option D is incorrect. AWS charges for resource usage. What is Amazon EC2? A, a service for storing files. B, a service for running virtual servers in the cloud. C, a managed database service. D, a service for sending emails. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, a service for running virtual servers in the cloud. Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, provides resizable compute capacity in the form of virtual machines, instances. Option A is S3. Option C is RDS or DynamoDB. Option D is SES. What is an EC2 instance? A, a physical server in an AWS data center. B, a virtual server in the AWS Cloud. C, a storage volume attached to a server. D, a network connection point. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, a virtual server in the AWS Cloud. An EC2 instance is a virtual machine you launch and manage within the AWS environment. Option A is incorrect. AWS manages physical servers. Option C describes an EBS volume. Option D relates to network interfaces. What is an Amazon machine image, AME? A, a backup of an EC2 instance's data. B, a template containing the operating system, applications, and configuration for launching an EC2 instance. C, a monitoring dashboard for EC2 instances. D, a security credential for accessing EC2. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, a template containing the operating system, applications, and configuration for launching an EC2 instance. An AMI is a blueprint for creating EC2 instances. Option A relates to backups like EBS snapshots. Option C is CloudWatch. Option D relates to IAM credentials or key pairs. Which AWS service is designed for highly durable and scalable object storage? A, Amazon EC2. B, Amazon S3. C, Amazon RDS. D, Amazon VPC. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, Amazon S3. Amazon's simple storage service, S3, is the primary AWS service for storing objects, files, with high durability and scalability. Option A is for compute. Option C is for relational databases. Option D is for networking. Which AWS service is designed for highly durable and scalable object storage? A, Amazon EC2. B, Amazon S3. C, Amazon RDS. D, Amazon VPC. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, Amazon S3. Amazon's simple storage service, S3 is the primary AWS service for storing objects, files, with high durability and scalability. Option A is for compute. Option C is for relational databases. Option D is for networking. What is an Amazon S3 bucket? A virtual server for running applications. A logical container for storing objects in S3. A database table in RDS. D, a private network within AWS. Take a moment to think. The answer is B, a logical container for storing objects in S3. S3 organizes data into buckets, which act as containers for your files, objects. Option A is an EC2 instance. Option C is a database concept. Option D is an Amazon VPC. What is Amazon VPC? A service for managing user permissions. A global content delivery network. A service that lets you create an isolated network within the AWS Cloud. A data warehousing service. Take a moment to think. The answer is C, a service that lets you create an isolated network within the AWS Cloud. Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, VPC, allows you to define and control your own virtual network space within AWS. Option A is IAM. Option B is CloudFront. Option D is Redshift. Enjoyed the video? Want to stay up to date with the latest training? Then make sure to subscribe to our channel. We've got tons more helpful content coming your way. Hit that subscribe button and join our community.